me. Let me just double check. No, not yet. I don't have the strength for it. Looks like we're going to be sticking with light armor for the time being. Alright. Let's head on in. So you can see the flaming weapons came on.
All right, let's go!
Alright, that went pretty well. I see Alistair got a little more injured than I was expecting, but he kind of ran off on his own. So I'm not too concerned about that. And you'll see in my tactics, I still didn't put any tactics to drink potions. I think I'll hold off on that either permanently and manage potions myself. I kind of like to do that. I don't like to see potions wasted for some reason. Just a personal preference. Or we'll wait until we hit the Dalish camp and we have pretty much an unlimited supply of elf root for very inexpensively, so we can make essentially hundreds of potions for very cheap, at least low power healing potions, and then maybe I'll set up automatic potion drinking. Same goes for the mages. I generally don't put their potions automatic either, or I never have actually, not generally. So maybe in this playthrough I'll decide once you hit the circle tower you can buy lyrium very cheaply as well, so maybe at that point I will let the mages quaff their own lesser lyrium potions at will. I don't know. So you can see everything's turned off, everybody's fully recharged, and let's continue.
Now this should be fun.
And there's Alistair on his aggressive bent. I think we could have probably waited to recharge a bit.
Let's do this again, shall we? Ha ha!
And this guy is trouble, but I'm ready to drink a potion if I need. Trouble for me, I really am not armored to take the damage. I seem to be managing.
Not bad.
Okay, so those tactics seem to work. Okay, I get the idea. Stop snoring. You're dead. Those tactics seem to work very well. I didn't see any stupid use of Flame Blast, but I'm not sure we got what would be considered a cluster of 4 enemies. I think that's the limit I set. I think it was the enemy was clustered with 3 allies. So that's really the only one I'm waiting to see if he uses Flame Blast intelligently or not. Now this next bit in here can be quite difficult, and one of the ways I've found to do really quite well with it is switch everybody to range and just do a little bit of World of Warcraft style pulling and chip away at the archers. I'm not sure what tactic I'm going to take here. Maybe just be quick and dirty with the healing potions, though we don't have a whole lot. I suppose I could have bought some, but... Spilt milk. So really there's a couple of things that make this quite...
What do we do now?
Yeah, we fight. A couple of things that make this a particularly difficult battle for me. There's quite a tough mage over here that insists on not being pulled. He likes to stay in this area. And of course, there's 3 archers that can do a lot of damage in a hurry. So I think let's take the circle mage out here and see what sort of damage he can do by himself. There's his arcane shield. Yeah, keep fighting.
There's so many!
Okay, my tactics, I know a tactic I can do. I'm having to click him for every shot here, but I'm not going to worry about it right now. I know what flaw I have in my tactics. Let's see if we can get them a little closer, because you can see his health is not doing that well. So did it? Yeah, they took the bait. And somehow he died. He must have stood in the flames or something. And here comes another one. Try to bait him a little closer. There we go, that's what I want. Let's see if we can get him to come in here. I'm obviously going to have to give him a heal, which I was hoping to avoid. We're going to need some of these heals later. So that didn't go as well as I'd hoped. And we've only got rid of 1 so far. Let's try the tower guard, see if you do any better. Ah, good. Okay, let's free everybody up to do some damage on this guy. So there, he wasted a little bit because he put on shield cover. He's getting hit by ranged, so that's still working out okay. Yeah, we're committed now. Let's run for it.
Don't look now.
Let's make this quick!
I still think we should all make a run for this guy. He's the real troublemaker.
Let's have at it!
But he looks like he's decided to just stand there, which is much to my benefit. He can throw some wicked fireballs and stuff, so luckily he decided not to get too inventive. Here we go. Yeah, and he makes a run for these guys. So he did lifesteal or something there, I think. Now, what do we have left? Is that it? Okay. Alright, well, we used 1 health potion I'd rather we didn't use, but I think we did pretty well. This particular battle, it can go very poorly for me, and it's
And I'm off.
includes quite a bit of luck. It depends heavily on what that mage decides to do. So we don't need to do this, but a few skill points doesn't hurt. Or a few experience points. And usually at this point I'm in a position where I don't have the skills to open this chest, so let's see. Ah, good. In this case I do. Now of course we have an intriguing battle coming up here as well. And I generally do fairly well with this. I'm going to lock these guys in position and let these guys come to us. We tend to get flanked. Yeah, there we go.
Right.
Take that!
How about you?
So that went really well. Usually if you charge in, you get the two big Hurlocks attacking you from the front, and you get flanked from the back. So that technique went really well. We opened the door without actually getting their attention. So let's go and take care of these two. So that was interesting. I was about to say, hey Alistair, why are you activating shield cover, dummy?
And I'm off.
So of course Alistair knew better than I. He activated shield cover because he was getting arrows in his forehead.
Oh, right. Huh.
No heals. I know we do get quite a generous supply of health and injury kits. Well, there's a lesser health right there. And some elf root. And I believe this mage could actually... I don't think we have any jars, though. Yeah, we have no flasks, so we got plenty of elf root, but we don't have any flasks. One thing I never checked, can you just chew elf root? I know a lot of these things you get, you can just crush or chew them and get an effect. I never bothered to look at elf root. Where is it? Oh, it's in here. Chewing elf root restores a small amount of health, and those with skill can use it to make potions. So I'm not sure what they mean by small amount. Probably half what these do would be my guess. And these actually do quite well for me, so in a bind I can just go ahead and chew some of that. Okay, so yeah, I think we're ready. We're doing well. We're doing well, guys. And of course this is how the Darkspawn got into the tower. Tunneled in from underneath.
And I'm off. Alright, I'm game. Quick!
Alright, so we got a dagger. Now it's worth looking at the inventory. These messages don't particularly tell you if it's a really good dagger. You won't miss the obvious ones, like if it's Bob's dagger of insta-kill, the full name shows up. But if it's just happens to be an enchanted dagger with some effects, you won't know from that message. So let's see what we've got. Yeah, and it looks like we're just picking up crap, so... Although that might be of benefit, I don't think we have anybody that's using two-handed. This guy's just using range. Might be worth checking to see what kind of... Oh, he's got a crossbow. Kind of slow, but good armor penetration. Let's go ahead and just waste these bolts. Actually, no, I'll hold off. I'll give them to him when we fight the end boss in this tower. Give him a few more hit points, damage.
Yes.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
Weren't you complaining that you wouldn't get to fight?
Hey, you're right. I guess there is a silver lining here if you think about it. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Cairn Logain will be waiting for the signal.
Alright, well, let's do a little looting first. Longbow might be... Nah, we'll leave him with his crossbow.
Like that!
Look, it wants to fight.
Let me just check my tactics. Yeah, okay. I just noticed I'm doing some of these maneuvers when they're very low on health, but I guess there's just a bit of a delay there. And 20% health really isn't that much, so we'll leave it though.
Yes. And I'm off.
You don't want to go to 30 or 40% health. While that might help for these softer enemies, when you start getting into the tougher enemies, like an end boss, you don't want to be stopping your tactics at 30% health. 20% is pushing it. The reason it just looks so flawed right now is because these are such easy kills.
If you exist.
I was just saying, these are such easy kills that the tactics look a little flawed, and probably rather than going up to 30%, I might find myself going down to 10 as we get a little higher level. I don't know if there's any perk if you get all of the codex entries. There's probably an achievement